everyone. Today we're diving into a really interesting question. How social is science and how scientific is social? Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't science supposed to be objective? Cold hard facts? Well, not exactly. Science and society are way more connected than most people realize. And today we're going to break that down. Start with social sciences. Fields like psychology, sociology, and economics. They might not involve test tubes and lab coats, but they still use scientific methods. Think about it. Sociologists conduct surveys to study human behavior. Psychologists run experiments to understand the mind, and economists use statistical models to predict financial trends. Have you ever heard of the marshmallow test? It's that famous psychology experiment where kids were given a marshmallow and told they could have two if they waited. That study was supposed to show self-control leads to success. But later, research found that social factors like economic background played a huge role. Turns out if you grew up in an unpredictable environment, you were more likely to eat the marshmallow immediately because, well, who knows what happens next? That's a perfect example of how social science uses scientific methods to uncover deeper truths. But science isn't just about experiments, it's also shaped by society. What gets researched, who funds it, and how results are interpreted, all influenced by social factors. Take medical research for example. For decades, heart disease studies mostly focused on men, and it wasn't until way later that scientists realized women experience different symptoms. That gap in knowledge wasn't because women don't get heart disease, it was because research prioritized were shaped by societal biases. Or think about artificial intelligence. AI algorithms are trained on data from the real world, but if that data has bias, the AI picks up on it. That's why some facial recognition software struggles with accuracy on darker skin tones. It reflects biases in the data it was trained on. It's like feeding an AI a history book with missing pages and expecting it to know the whole story. Let's talk about some real-world examples of how social issues shape science. First up, HIV or AIDS research. In the early days of the epidemic, funding and research were painfully slow because the disease was associated with marginalized communities. It took years of activism before public health policies took it seriously, and only then did the research funding skyrocket. Next is climate science. We've known about climate change for decades, but how much research gets funded and which solution get prioritized? That's influenced by politics, industry interests, and public pressure. If enough people demand action, suddenly governments start investing in renewable energy and sustainability research. And let's talk about vaccines. The science behind vaccines is rock solid. Public perception can make or break their success. The rise of vaccine misinformation has led to outbreaks of preventable diseases, all because societal beliefs influence how people responded to the scientific facts. So what does this all mean? Science isn't just numbers and formulas. It's a human-driven process. Social norms, ethics, fundings, and even public opinion all play a role in shaping scientific research. The more we recognize this, the more we can push for better, less biased research and make science work for everyone. What do you think? Have you seen examples where social factors influence science or vice versa? I hope you learned something in this video and thanks for watching.